I'm going to show you why the Leadzolo portal is the easiest way to talk to more motivated sellers every day. My name is Cody Morris. I'm the CEO of Leadzolo, and there are now 4 different ways to get leads with us. Today, I'm just going to talk about 3 of those, because whether you're focused on specific markets, acquisition strategies, getting the highest possible conversion rate, or just talking to as many sellers as you possibly can every day to get the reps, Leadzolo gives you the options and gives you the power. Choose how you want to get leads. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to make that abundantly clear. So first, we either need to log in or create a new account. Account creation is 2 simple steps. You've got to fill in your name, which is the account name, email address, and password here. Make sure that this account name is either your first and last name or your business name, as in some cases, this name field can be actually delivered to homeowners filling out our web forms. It can be shown in the consent checkbox for compliance reasons. Step 2 of this form is just simply a little bit more business and contact information, so we've got everything we need from you. Once you have an account created, it'll just log you in, but like me, I'm just going to log into my account that I already have, and boom, we're taken to the dashboard of the brand new Leadzolo customer portal. We recently made some really cool updates that's going to make this even faster and easier to use. For general navigation purposes, on the top left hand, you have a search bar. You can pretty much search anything or any section in the Leadzolo customer portal. As you become more familiar with it, you may just navigate there on your own manually using the sidebar, but right now you can kind of search something that you'd want to do. And if you're looking for more information, we also have a documentation section that's going to pop up here. If you type in the process of creating a bid, you're going to get some helpful articles from our software team that show you technically how this stuff all works. I'm going to go through a couple of these sections here on the left-hand side, but today I really just want to focus on showing you how to get leads, because that's probably what you care about most. In this video, you can literally follow this step-by-step process to get your first couple of leads on the marketplace, set your billing methods and payment methods up, set your account settings, and start taking a look at all of the different lead types that we have available for you. On the top left-hand side, I can see my account status, which is paused, my wallet balance, which has $30 in it, and my customer badge. Some customer badges come with discounts, and some just don't. Currently, with my new customer badge, I have not spent $5,000 on leads yet. I have a return rate of 0%, and there's nothing else that comes along with that other than, hey, I'm a new customer. If you ever want to deep dive further into how Leadzolo works, what our lead types mean, etc., in our knowledge base here in the bottom right-hand corner, you can actually message our support team or go and take a look at articles and videos that go through pretty much everything that you see here in the customer portal, but it's all Leadzolo specific. The documentation that you might find here in the search bar or down here on the very bottom left are going to be more technical articles that our development team has made for you guys. Now, a couple of things first. Like I said, there are 3 different ways to get leads in this portal that I'm going to talk about with you today. First is the bid system, which is where our real-time exclusive leads are delivered county, state, and nationwide bids. These are the highest converting and the hottest leads that have just filled out a form. If you contact these leads immediately when they're sent to you via your inbox notifications here that you can set up, or your CRM via a webhook, you will have an extremely high contact rate and, we hope, contract rate. But that part's kind of up to you, isn't it? The marketplace is simply where leads go when they aren't sold on the bid system. This could be a location thing, it could be a lead type thing. This is an overflow marketplace, and it's also a reverse auction, which means leads get cheaper the longer that they sit on this marketplace. And the newest way to get leads from us here in the portal is the Zolo Club. This is a shared lead pool of now over 11,000 and counting every single day leads that did not sell on the bid system or the marketplace. These leads are a day old or older, and you can claim them an infinite amount of claims, and they'll show up in your leads portal here. To be really clear, if you've just set up your account and you haven't put any money on, or you haven't talked to my team to get officially onboarded, you've just got a free marketplace account. It is a free account. There's no subscription. All you need to do is add a payment method, add some funds, and then you can go and start buying leads off Marketplace. So in a nutshell, like I said, the Marketplace is a reverse auction. Leads are going to post here. They're going to drop in price at set intervals for a set amount of time. As you probably know, speed to lead is essential to your success as a real estate investor. And when our inbound leads come in, they've just finished filling out their information online. You can quite literally 4x your conversion rate if you contact a lead within 60 seconds of them submitting it. On the Marketplace here, you can see the county and the state where the lead is. You can hover over for a lead type description. You can see when the lead was received by the system, how long it's going to be on an auction for if it does not get bought before then, what the current buy now price is, what the next price will be and when it will drop to that price, and what the floor price will be if the auction runs its course. You can buy leads at the buy it now price that's highlighted there, or you can place a buy order just like the stock market. Buy orders need to be placed somewhere between the next price drop and the floor, unless there's an existing buy order already placed. You can use a filter section here in the top right, or where you see the filter icon over these two columns. In the filters, you can filter by state, county, and lead type. I can see the buy orders that I have. I can see buy orders that were recently exceeded or where someone kind of outbid me. And if you want to see where there are buy orders, you can see that these blue bubbles mean another customer has placed a buy order. If I have a buy order placed, I'm going to see a green bubble. When I place a buy order, funds are withheld from my account. You can see that I had $30 and now I have $29. If I cancel this buy order or someone else beats me in the buy order, then the funds will be released back to my account. It's only once the buy order is executed that those funds are officially out of your wallet for good and you paid for the lead. So once I cancel the buy order, I'm going to have that $1 back in my wallet. So now let's talk Zolo Club. This is the newest way to get leads from Leadzolo. It's an unlimited access to our overflow lead pool. These are simply leads that didn't sell in the marketplace. Once you activate your subscription, you can filter again by state, county, or lead type, and you can claim leads that fit those filters. Once I claim a lead, the lead's going to be then sent over to my leads tab. It's also going to be processed through the notifications that I have set up or a webhook if I have that set up also. So once I get into my leads, I can see a number of other additional fields such as contact information and how they filled out the form. On most of our forms, they all ask for property type, occupation status, if it's listed or not, how soon they're looking to sell, their reason for selling, the condition of the property. And as you can see here, I have a number of other fields that comes with our data enrichment. Leadzolo enriches as many leads as we can possibly get a hit on with the automations that we use. They ping public records such as PropStream or any of your other property tech softwares you may use, and it's a lot of the same information. We also will skip trace as many leads as we can get a hit on for no additional cost. The Zolo Club gives you access to thousands of leads, all for the cost of one exclusive county lead. It's $250 currently. There will be a cap on subscriptions, and to create this subscription and add Zolo Club to your account, all you need to do is either put a payment method on file and check out through our secure Stripe link, or if you already have a payment method on file, you just need to select which one you want to pay with and hit subscribe, and that'll get you in the club. Okay, now let's talk bids. This is the best way to not only get a higher volume of leads in the locations that you want, the lead types that you want, but this is also how all of our clients have the highest conversion rate possible with Leadzolo leads. Because again, speed to lead is crucial. The leads delivered through the bid system are delivered to the active or the highest bidder in real time. It happens within about 15 to 20 seconds in almost every occasion, unless there's a bug or some sort of performance issue from our system. And although this is a bidding system, we do things a little bit differently. Now, first off, to get access to the bidding system, you will need to talk to the team and get officially onboarded. If you're watching this video, you're probably already booked into a call or you already have access to the bid system. We do require an initial deposit to get started, but we're always running different promos to help you succeed with us and get started with a good sample size of leads. Leadzolo spends hundreds of thousands a month to generate our leads. And there's a finite amount of homeowners who are going to sell their house off market to an investor like you every month. We don't want you to waste your time or money. I also don't want homeowners to miss their opportunity to be paired up with the right buyer at a time in their life when they really need help. And that's why we require an onboarding call for you to understand how to get the most out of these leads. That's also why I'm always offering deposit matching for you to initially fund your account with us. So talk to the team. They're good people. They're there to answer your questions. And as long as you're good with a good fit for the bid system, we'll tell you all the deals we have going currently. So let's create or edit some bids together. Now, as you can see, I have a number of different bids. You can see the location, the bid amount, if there's another bid in that area. Currently, my bid position says out. That's just because I'm paused and I don't have a lot of money in my account. If I have an unpaused account and plenty of funds to cover these bids, then you'll see either a top, tied, or under bid position. And there's some other bid statuses that relate to budget settings and bid caps, and we'll go over that. But to create a bid, there's really three main things that you need to be mindful of. You need first a location. So I'm just going to use everybody's favorite, Maricopa County, Arizona. As you can see, there's a county tag here. So be mindful that we do use counties, not cities or metro areas. If you type in Houston for Houston, Texas, you're going to be seeing all the Houston counties. And that can be confusing because there is actually a Houston County, Texas that is not in Houston, the city. If you wanted to go to Houston, Texas, you'd need to type in Harris County, Texas. So just a little bit of geography for you guys. I already have 2 bids in Harris County, Texas. You can see that I currently have an existing bid. It's out of service. Again, my account's paused. I don't have that much money in my account. When you hover over the description, you'll see the lead type, because we need to pick a lead type and we need to pick a bid amount. There is a 4th setting that you can set, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. So when I go into the bid system, you can see that I have to select a location, a lead type, and a bid amount. When I'm selecting bid amounts, I can select here with the drop down and I can just select a dollar amount. I recommend starting at the bid minimum, and if you need to up your bid, that's totally a decision for you, right? I don't necessarily think that you have to in many cases, as if you're bidding on leads in a metro area, even where it's pretty competitive, there's usually a lot of lead flow to go around, right? Play the waiting game. Place your bid where you feel comfortable and then adjust it from there. If you want more leads, maybe you could play the top bidding game, but most of the time, leads will waterfall through the system as long as there are leads available. And if you're having issues with lead flow, just reach out to our support team. Just send over a message and we'll take a look behind the scenes and see if there's anything else we can do for you. So once I've created a bid, I've got my location selected, my lead type selected, my amount selected. The 4th setting that I have here is a bid cap. Now these are set at the daily level, again, per bid. So a bid includes a location, a lead type, and a price. So in Harris County, for my inbound web form, which is our primary lead type, at $200, I have a cap here of 2, which means I'm not going to get more than 2 of these leads in a 24-hour period. That's going to reset UTC time. It's going to be a little confusing. UTC time is a universal coder language. It's basically just in the middle of the time zone chart, right? So it's about 8 p.m. Eastern is when this stuff resets. So I can select that. When you create a new bid, there is no bid cap. So just be mindful of that, especially any of my people who are bidding on nationwide leads. Like I have a nationwide bid here, and I have it capped at 5 because nationwide leads can really come through in high volume. So those are the 3 or 4 things really you need to be mindful of. To familiarize yourself further with all the lead types, I just recommend coming in here, creating a bid, and just hovering. You can see all these different lead type descriptions in the bid creation page. If you don't have access to that yet, you can see it on the marketplace, and you can also see it on Zolo Club as well. If you ever want to take a look at a table of all of our lead types, you come over here to the bottom right-hand corner of the LZ bubble, go to Help, go to Leads, go to Lead Types, and then voila. There's a nice list here for you with all the descriptions. And just lastly, on pricing of leads, we're always here to price leads fairly. It's based on market demand. It's based on conversion rates from our clients. At every scope of bid, you're going to notice that the more broad, the more affordable, right? Basically, the less the bid minimum is. All the leads have a set bid minimum, bid intervals, and bid maximum. So they're going to start at a certain price, jump up at certain intervals, and then have a maximum as well. Now, before you turn your account on and we start getting leads in here to your bids, you should know how the bidding system is different to others. Yes, technically, the top bidder, when their account is funded, active, and in good standing, is going to get the leads. However, the second that the top bidder pauses, reaches a limit, simply runs out of funds in their wallet, leads are going to waterfall through the system. If you want to play the top bid game and get as much of the volume in an area of a certain lead type, then more power to you. That's why we have this available to you guys. If you are the top bidder and the people you're in a bidding war drop out, the system's only going to charge what is needed to get the lead. This is what we call our smart bid logic, and it can save you thousands of dollars and the need to watch your bid status like a hawk when you should be out talking to sellers, making offers. I'm going to say this again. If you're the top bidder, far above the minimum or the other bids in the auction, then the Leadzolo portal is only going to charge you what you need to win the auction. So here's a real world example. If I'm here bid on my county leads in Bexar County, Texas, and currently my $200 bid would be the top, but let's say there was one other bidder at $200. If I wanted to bid $300, or let's say even $400, well, I wouldn't really need to do that, but let's say I would. Let's say I bid $400 and someone else is bid at $350, but then they run out of funds or pause their account. On other systems, you would be charged $400 for the next lead that comes through to your bid. On the Leadzolo system, you're only going to be charged the minimum requirement to get the lead. So if there are no other bidders anywhere at these lesser prices and my bid's at $400, you're actually only going to be charged $200 on your next lead. It's just a way that we like to play the game. We like to be fair and we like to be transparent. So to move it along, you have a location section where you can look at the counties and the top bids in that area. This is currently under development and enhancement. I think there's a lot more helpful information that we can showcase here. So I would just stick to the bids, marketplace, or Zolo Club section for your lead buys and lead flow. Now, there's currently some other areas that I want to show you. Under notifications, there's contacts. Here's where you can add or edit existing contacts with phone and email. You can select and configure a number of different notifications. It should be clearly described here. Again, if you ever have questions, just send us over a message to the support team. You can also webhook your CRM. If you have a CRM, I highly suggest you set this up ASAP. I'll have another video showing you exactly how to do all this stuff, but basically you create a webhook, you use your Zapier account or your intermediary to configure all the data. You're going to need to catch a webhook from that Zapier account, post it here, and then you can send over through your fields, configure them in your Zapier account, and then send them through to your CRM how you like them. I'll show you in detail how to do that on another video. For the billing section, here's where you can add new payment methods. You can add funds manually to an existing payment method. You can see your transaction history report, and you can set up auto recharge. Auto recharge allows you to set a trigger for when your wallet balance falls below a certain amount, how much your card is going to be charged to top up your wallet. Under subscriptions, where you can see and manage your Zolo Club subscription, and the bidding limits is where your account-wide settings live for bids. So let's say you have a bunch of different bids, kind of like I do, and I don't want to go in and unpause or pause all of them manually, but I'm going to go on vacation. So if I want to do that, I can just pause my account like it already was, right? I click the yellow thing to say pause. It now says pause. It's blinking at me here in the top left, so I know my account is paused and it saves automatically. Previously, you had to save this manually or twice, but no longer do you have to do that. If I want to unpause my account, set all my bids to live, and get cooking again, I just press the green unpause. You can see there that the yellow pause went away. I am now good to go. As long as I have enough funds in my account and no settings are limiting me from getting leads, I should be starting receiving leads to my bids over the next couple of hours or couple of days, depending on lead volume. Here's where I can also set an account-wide weekly budget. I can set a certain amount that no matter what, my bids are never going to spend more than this amount. I will have to manually save this, and it doesn't matter how many bids you have, how much you're bidding, what kind of limitations here. Your account on a weekly basis, Sunday to Sunday, midnight UTC time, which again is about 8 p.m. Eastern, you are not going to spend more than this dollar amount here. Now, there's probably a few other things that we could go over, but that's where I'm going to stop for now. You've got this call set up with my team, or hopefully this has been high-level information for you to get started. And if you have any questions, you can always email us here, support@Leadzolo, or like I said, just send us a message here in this bubble. It's really easy to chat with our support team, and we usually get back with you really quickly. We're happy to hop on a call, answer your questions, and get you going. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I'll see you out there.